Hey everybody, it's Randy with Carchaeology, and I wanted to do a quick walk around of the latest Meyers Manx dune buggy that we've been working on here in the lab. So I did a previous video of this particular buggy when it first arrived here at the lab several months ago. It was a car that came out of New York. It had been in storage for quite a while. Its owner had passed away, and the estate was selling it. And it was a certified Meyers Manx 1 with the tag. And it was actually one of the earliest cars, or a fairly early car, to be on the registry. It's number 33, and I believe the numbers now are up in the thousands. So this was the 33rd Meyers Manx to be certified when Bruce and Winnie fired up the Manx Club and kind of got back into the scene in the 1990s. In any case, it's an all-original gel coat car. It's something that spent a lot of time indoors, obviously, although when it got here, it was very faded. We did a ton of work to try to bring back that original gel coat. Of course, right now we're in shade. It looks spectacular. And in the bright sun, you can see some flaws and things like that. There were several holes that were in the body, and we did our best to kind of fill those. Here's a little screw hole here that filled that with some fiberglass back behind and a little touch-up paint so that it all kind of blends. The seats that were in it when we got it were kind of nasty, so I replaced them with these MP Roadster Seats, which are a great vintage looking but modern comfortable seat. Had a custom rear seat made to match at a local upholstery shop with the same stitch pattern as the front seats. It's got cocoa mats in there, the original style rubber mat. The dashboard on the car had been modified quite a bit, and you can't get this original ABS dash anymore. There's fiberglass ones that are available through Meyers Manx, but you can't get the ABS ones anymore. So we did the best that we could to revive this one and created a panel here that goes over where there were other holes and things. Speakers were cut down here. We created some panels there to cover over that. Lots and lots of detailing. Changed the steering wheel to a stock VW steering wheel with the horn button and a Volkswagen turn signal switch as well. VW switches also. The windshield that was on this had all sorts of little twist tabs for a top that were installed backwards. In fact, the whole windshield was installed backwards. The groove here was pointing to the back, and then they had installed the little twist top things for the soft top that came with it, rather than tucking it into the slot the way that it should be. And the windshield was in kind of poor shape, so we replaced that with an original safety plate glass windshield that I had in my stash here. It's got the logo on it right there. In any case, got that on there. It had larger turn signals on it, went back to an early style turn signal. There were holes for funky mirrors, and so I put some proper period mirrors on it. The front bumper had been painted black. We stripped the paint off of that. There were tabs that were welded on to that for fog lights, and so rather than put some sort of cheesy fog light, I found these period correct no-tech lights with the little blue tit in the middle, which is really quite awesome. It's got the Meyers Manx emblem on it. This is the style that was available when this car was certified. Back when Bruce first got started, notice that there's no Circle C or Circle R on it. So it's kind of a period piece, but not the period of the car. So this is what is called a pre-tag Manx. This was produced prior to March of '68, I believe it is. It is original gel coat in navy blue. It's a solid color rather than the metal flake, and that's fairly uncommon. It seems like the more popular ones were the metal flake, but it's super cool to see it in this color because some of the earliest Manxes were done in this color. In fact, Bruce, of course, had old red, but he also had old blue. And so there were some early advertising photos and things like that done with the blue Manx. There was also a blue Manx that was used in a film back in the day. And so there's some neat history to this particular color combination. Now, it had different wheels on it when I got it. It had chrome 5-spoke steel wheels with really oversized BF Goodrich tires on it. They were as wide in front as they were in the back, and that just wasn't flying for me. You got to have that big and little look. Now, I managed to find a new old stock set of appliance Pacer wheels. This is something that was available back in the day, and these were original ones that had never been on a car before, with the center caps and everything. And so I bolted those on here. I went with a 165/15 tire in the front, and then I sourced these Corsa 31.5 or 31 by 10.5 15 tires for the back. They've got a real nice knobby design. I like how it has that tread pattern on the side as well. Makes it look real beefy. Engine-wise, this is a 1600cc dual-port VW engine. It's very stock as far as its internals, but it runs fantastic. We did fit a genuine Meyers Manx Sidewinder exhaust on there, which are getting, they are still available, but they're difficult to get. The demand is much higher than production, so people are waiting a long time for those. I found some kind of vintage MPGT finned valve covers, put those on there. Did some basic detailing on the engine and chassis. It's all original underneath there. There's nothing super special when it comes down to that. It does have the 62 through 67 Volkswagen taillights with the German Hella lenses. These are these little reflectors are actually Porsche 356, and that's kind of a neat look, a unique little piece that's on there. It does have the Manx emblem on the back. The early Manxes, there was a stainless steel piece that was available from Meyers that would go underneath the license plate. It would protect the engine from rain and things like that. Those are long gone. They're not available anywhere. But my buddy Ben, the metal guy up the road, managed to make a couple of these based off some photos of ones that we saw in the catalogs. Another interesting thing with this car is this license plate light that is on here. This is actually from a Type 3 Volkswagen Squareback. And what's nice about it is it covers the whole plate, so it's got a real neat look to it. It does still have all the little DOT twist pieces for the soft top. I do have the soft top for it, but I haven't tried to fit it with the new windshield or do anything with that. I also have a hard top for this car that I'm going to put some effort into. In fact, I think I'm going to wrap the hard top with a period floral fabric, something that's just real proper late 60s, early 70s, and then perhaps put that hard top on there and give it a real fun mod look. In any case, I'm really stoked with the way this car came out. As you can see in some of these before photos, it was nowhere near the beauty that it is today. And these are the sort of projects that I absolutely love to take on. I like to find something that just needs love and give it that attention, clean it up. Every time you touch it, it looks a little bit better. My son gave me grief once about buying a car that was kind of ragged, and he was sort of laughing at me. I'm like, why are you laughing? And he said, you're like Charlie Brown with the Christmas tree, the little dead looking nasty Christmas tree at the Christmas tree lot. And he was right. You know, I like to find something that needs that love and needs that attention and needs that detailing to make it happen. In any case, this is a fun little walk around of this Meyers Manx 1. Again, this is a pre-tag Meyers Manx prior to 1968. This is all original gel coat. It's a car that was originally on the east coast of the U.S., but now it's obviously out here in California, and it's been a spectacular, fun project to bring back to life and bring that original beauty out of it and erase the years of odd modifications and stuff like that. I think the value in these cars currently is in ones like this that are done in a very period correct style, that have some originality to them, have some history and that sort of thing, and we certainly brought that to light. So in any case, Meyers Manx, another one from the Carchaeology Labs here. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. And if you ever run across a Meyers Manx dune buggy, you please let us know, all right? Take care. Bye-bye.